Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My subscribers, I really appreciate you guys, and if you are stopping by for the first time, please don't leave without subscribing. Click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget to share my videos, like my videos, and if you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. Without taking much of their time, today we are going to learn how to cut this school bag with multiple pockets. It has multiple pockets, so I'm going to put you through on how to cut it now. So let us go to the cutting table. So this is the leather I'm going to use for this tutorial. This is for the front. I have another leather for the back. So what I have here is 14 inches by 18 inches. While for the back I have 14 inches by 17 inches. So I folded it into two. This is for the front. If you look at this very well, I've done some markings on this leather. Why I did it is that I don't want this video to be too lengthy. So that's why I did this marking, so that it will be a very sharp one, fast one. Now that I've done this, I'm going to explain to you what I did here. Just watch me carefully. You will get the details. Okay. Now what I did, this my front leg, I folded it into two equal parts to get the midpoint. This is the middle now. So what I did, from this point, this middle, I measured to this point 3 inches. 3 inches. Then to here 5 inches. So on this 5 inches point, I came down by 1 inch, which is this point that my curving touched, this point, 1 inch. From this 5 inches, I came down by 1 inch. So on the pieces side here, I took 4 inches, which is this point. On these 4 inches, I came in by ½ inch to get here. From here, I came in by ½ inch. So what I did now, from this point, I just ruled a slant line to this point. Okay, the first thing I did here is, at this my midpoint, I came in by went up by 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. This is it, 3.5 inches. That is here. On this pieces side, I took 5 inches. You can see it. 5 inches. I hope you are seeing it. 5 inches, which is this point. So from this 3.5 inches, I just made a slant curve to meet my 5 inches. That's what I did. So now I'm going to cut this out now. So I will now fold it again. To you, I will trace it so that it will be equal. I'm going to trace it. So I'll cut it through there. So this is what I have now. I'm going to keep this one aside. I'll fold it back. So after connecting it here at this point, I will now create a curve from this my 3 inches here. What I did, I created a curve from this my 3 inches to this 1 inch I came down with, then to this ½ inch here, ½ inch point here. Then I will connect it, and I connected it as a straight line to the edge of this place. That's what I did. So now I'm going to cut it out. I'm done cutting it out, I'm going to trace it on the other side so that I will cut the other side out also. Why I'm doing it like this, I want my cutting, the both sides, to be equal. I don't want one side to be larger or smaller than the other side. So now I will cut at this place also. So this is what I have now. I'm going to place it on the back. I want to use it to shape the back. So I'm going to place it on the back this way, to use it to shape the back. Make sure that the two sides are okay. Or better still, fold the back to get the midpoint of the back first, so that the back and the front midpoint can be at the same place. So that's the midpoint. This, I think it's better this way. So this is it. So now I'm going to shape the back. I'm just tracing it on the back. So I will remove this. So I will cut out this. I'm keeping it aside. We'll continue with the front. So now, from this point, I came down by 2.5 inches to get this point. I connected it as a straight line, 2.5 inches. From there, I came down again by 2.5 inches again, which is this line here. So from this midpoint, I took 2 inches. That's this point. So on this second 2.5 inches, I took 5 inches. You can see it, 5 inches. Are you seeing it? So what I did is that from this point, I just curve it to the 2 inches point this way. I created a curve from the 2 inches to meet the 5 inches. Then I came down here. On this point, I took 1 inch, which is this line you are seeing here. So I now connected it to these 2 inches, to this 5 inches point, as a straight line. That's what I did. I hope you've gotten that. So now we are going to cut this out now. So I'll fold it back to trace it. Make sure, this is to make sure that everything is equal. I'll open it up and continue the cutting. So this is it. I'm going to keep this aside. We'll go back to this. So this now, what I did is Remember, from here to here is 2.5 inches. So what I did is, from here again I took 2 inches, which is this line you are seeing here now. From here to here 2 inches, which is this line. Then from the midpoint I also took 2 inches, 2 inches, which is this point. Then on this down line here I took 3 3/4 inches, which is this line here. 3 3/4 inches, this point. On this point I came down by 1 inch, which is here. So from these 2 inches I just created a curve to meet this my 1 inch here. Then on the down here I took 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, which is this point. Then I put my ruler from this point to create a straight line from there to the 1.5 inches. That's what I did. So now I'm going to cut it out also. So now I'm going to fold it this way to trace it as usual, so that our work will be unique. I'll open it up and continue the cutting. So this is what I have now. I'm going to keep this aside. So we're going to work on this now. Here you decide the type of pocket you want to put. So what I did, from here to here, this line you are seeing is 3 inches. 3 inches. So I'm going to cut it through. So I'm also going to put a zipper. I'm going to put a zipper here also. So I'm also going to cut it through this way. What do I have here? I have 2 1/4 inches. 2 1/4. You can make it 2 1/2. 2 1/2. Make it 2 1/2. So I'm taking 2 1/2 on this down part. So from that point I will fold it this way. Make sure that this up here is equal. This line here is equal. So I'm going to cut it through there. So we are done cutting our leather now. So the next tutorial will be the sewing. So this is our front pattern now. So if you have watched to this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so to support me. So this brings us to the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching till the end of this tutorial. Bye. See you in the sewing tutorial.